Hello, my dear students. Today we are going to discuss another topic, which is a repetition of the first chapter. Our first chapter was chemical reactions and chemical equations. In that, we learned different types of chemical reactions. One such reaction we learnt was in the first chapter, displacement reactions. Displacement means changing the place by one atom. Okay, in place of one, someone will go. That depends upon the strength of a metal, or what we can say in chemistry, reactiveness of a metal, reactiveness of an element. Okay, so that topic in a different form we are discussing here in this chapter. So in the third chapter, that is metals and nanometals, our today's topic of discussion is what happens when metals reacts with metallic salt solutions. Okay, this is the topic of discussion. So I welcome you all for the today's session on metals and nanometals, and in that, metals with metallic salt solutions. First, let us understand what is metallic salt solution. Any metallic salt dissolved in water, that is called aqueous solution of metallic salt. For example, sodium chloride is a metallic salt solution of a sodium metal. Barium sulfate is a metallic salt solution of a metal barium. Aluminium nitrate is a metallic salt solution of a metal aluminium, and so on. So metallic salts, if they dissolve in water and if we prepare a solution, clear solution, that is called as what? Metallic salt solution. Now today what we are doing, we are making metallic salt solution to react with what? Metal, free metal. Okay, so free metal when reacts with the metal in the combined state, what happens is the today's topic of discussion. So the title is what? Reaction of metals with metal salt solutions. Okay, see here. Mg is a metal, copper sulfate is a metallic salt solution. It is a metallic salt solution of a copper. Okay, right. What happens? Mg goes and displaces the copper, and copper is made free, right? Then MgSO4 is formed. In the same way, we can see zinc is displacing the copper, iron is displacing the copper, and corresponding metals are made free, and their metallic salt solutions. So in this way, reaction happens. You see here, blue copper sulfate solution is taken here. Okay, and we are adding magnesium powder, Mg, metal. Okay, this is metal, this is metallic salt solution. Whose metallic salt solution? It is copper. Okay, so it is Mg plus a copper solution, this example. Okay, what happens here? Cu plus MgSO4. See, Cu is formed. This is example for what? Copper and this one, copper sulfate and iron. Okay, so here piece of copper forms, then colorless magnesium sulfate is formed. This reaction is for this diagram. Okay, for this diagram, which is reaction, this one, blue color copper sulfate and iron nail. See, iron nail is what? See, our outer cover with copper metal. So that means iron is displacing the copper. So these are called examples for what? Metal with metallic salt solution. Now see here. Okay, I have taken these metals. Okay, this is called a observation in the tabular column. So magnesium sulfate, zinc sulfate, iron sulfate, copper sulfate. Now I am combining magnesium with magnesium sulfate. Both are same, no? So no reaction. Magnesium with zinc sulfate. So magnesium will displace. Yes, definitely reaction happens. Magnesium with iron sulfate happens. Why? Because magnesium is more reactive. If the free metal is more reactive than the combined metallic salt solution, displacement reaction happens. Otherwise, no. Magnesium with copper sulfate. Magnesium is very much reactive. So this will happen. So tick mark, right mark. Now zinc with magnesium sulfate. So free metal, if it is more reactive than the combined metal, then reaction happens. Here free metal is not reactive than the combined metal magnesium. Therefore no reaction. Zinc with zinc, same, no reaction. Zinc with iron sulfate, zinc is more reactive, definitely happens. Zinc with copper sulfate, zinc is more reactive, definitely copper goes out. Iron with magnesium sulfate, magnesium is more reactive, so free iron is not reactive, no displacement, no reaction. Here iron with copper sulfate, definitely iron is more reactive than the copper sulfate, so iron displaces the copper. Yes, no, so reaction happens here. Now copper with magnesium sulfate, copper is not reactive, so no reaction. Copper with zinc sulfate, copper is less reactive than the zinc, so no reaction. Copper with iron, so copper is also not reactive compared to the iron, therefore no reaction. And copper with copper sulfate, same combination, so neutral, so no question of reaction at all. So from this table what you can say, if the free metal is more reactive than the combined metallic salt solution, reaction happens, otherwise no, straight away conclusion. Now what is this? This is called reactivity series of metals. I told you, no, from the previous discussion we will come to know. Okay, so by the displacement reaction, this is more reactive, this is less reactive, so like that we can go for different variety of combinations. So after doing many hundreds of reactions between the metal and the metallic salt solution, we will come to the conclusion that this metal is more reactive than that metal, okay, or that metal is less reactive than this metal. So after doing all those experiments, they have made this table. Okay, this is called reactivity series of metals. You see top one, potassium is the most reactive metal. Then sodium, and series continues. Okay, then last is platinum. So this is potassium to platinum PP series. Potassium to the platinum PP series. So most reactive on the top, least reactive at the bottom. So highly unreactive. Included for comparison. See, hydrogen is taken for comparison. All these metals are before hydrogen. That means they are reactive than hydrogen. So if these metals are combined with acid, so these metals will displace the hydrogen because they are more reactive. Whereas if you take metals which are after the hydrogen on the reactivity series, they are less reactive. So if you take these metals with acids, no displacement of hydrogen, so no reaction. Okay, so hydrogen is taken as what? Standard or for reference for the comparative study. So these are more reactive than the hydrogen, these are less reactive than the hydrogen. This is the one way, different way of writing the reactivity series. Okay, so first this one, they react with water, aram se, because they reactive. They react with acid. Okay, so that means with the water slowly, but with the acid very fast. That means what? Strong conditions are required, so they react with acid. Now this one, they react with what? With a lot of conditions, heat, that, this, then they react with what? Oxygen, and they form corresponding oxides. Whereas copper, mercury, silver, gold, and one more platinum, they are forgotten. They are less reactive, so they take lot of time first. We may expect some reactivity from copper and mercury, but silver, gold, and platinum totally unreactive. So from this we can conclude what? Some are more reactive, some are less reactive, and some are moderate reactive only by the conducting experiments or the test. Okay, so with this we will wind up today's discussion. So today what we did, we understood reaction between metal and the metallic salt solution, and from the those reactions we have concluded that which metal is more reactive, which metal is less reactive, and we have arranged in the increasing order of reactivity of the metals, or in the decreasing order of the reactivity of the metals. So we have made a series, and that series is called what? Reactivity series of metals. Okay, so this is very helpful for future classes. So till then, have a nice day and thank you.